guys, and welcome back to Stampaholics Anonymous. It's another one of those face intro videos. I am trying to do more of those, and we are still trying to figure out the setup. So we have played around with the lights, and I can tell that my highlighter on this side is on fleek. I'm still not sure if that's like the final setup we're going to be working with. And also please note that the wonkiness of the shelves is due to the camera, because it's a wide angle camera, and it sometimes makes for, you know, straight lines to be a little bit wonky because it has a little tiny bit of that fisheye, you know, thing going on. Anywho, welcome to this video. We are doing a room tour today. Are we all excited? That means we're gonna get a good look at those shelves behind me and everything that is on my desk and everything that is in my Helmers and everything that is anywhere else in this room of mine. I have already shot that video. I hope that, you know, the showing of the shelves isn't too shaky. My arm got really tired like halfway through. I was like, oh, this camera is so heavy, even though it like weighs only 250 grams or something, but it got heavy after a while, I'll tell you, girl. Yeah, so let's have a look at that little room tour. Alrighty, let's start with the polish storage situation. You have seen this in the background of my of this intro and of the 500 subscribers giveaway video. So this is my new storage situation. I was no longer happy with my old storage situation. I can still show you that. There it is. Because we were losing a bit of room because all of those individual shelves have like these, you know, they are like individual shelves. That means that this space I cannot use for putting up polish, and also we left like too much room like in between the rows, if that makes any sense. So I thought I needed something new, and I wanted something that is white so it doesn't, you know, look as depressing. I like the gray, don't get me wrong, but it looked quite, you know, overwhelming on the wall. So this is what we got going on now. We basically just went and bought these white boards, and then we had the guy cut them to the size that we needed, and these are like 15 centimeters, and the remaining 5 centimeter of that board, because it was 20 to start out with, is what you see on top here. So we built each shelf row out of one like entire shelf unit, and then put like the remainder that was cut off on top, so I would have a row that sits up a bit. It doesn't sit up as high as I wanted it to be, and at first I thought, damn it, I need to double up, but I have grown accustomed to this. And then I didn't want my babies to fall off the shelf, so we got these white, no, they weren't white to begin with, we got this like thin piece of wood that is squared, and I painted them white, and then we screwed them on here, which was a pretty nifty solution, so it can slide off like either way. I like that. Even though like up on top I'm still gonna have that issue, but we're gonna tackle that sometime later. So I have just I now have basically more storage space, and I even can go like 3 rows deep per you know, shelf, so that's good. So I have more room to display stuff, and I have better options to get stuff in order. And that was like an issue. At first I didn't know how I wanted things to, you know, be aligned. But finally I have made up my mind. That top row isn't done yet. We need to screw this thing here on. It's not, don't fall off. It's not screwed on yet, but we're gonna do that. So what I did then, I divided by brands, and then in the brands I kind of went like in color order, but not necessarily like rainbow color order. I just did what felt good to me. Sometimes I just kept like collections together, but like for China glaze that was really hard to do, so I did it. Anywho, let's look at these row by row. So the very bottom row is all my Kiko polishes. There we go, there we go, Kiko polishes. So these are 3 rows deep, not completely as you can see here, and in the middle I have my quick dry formulas, which I don't like so much. Some of them are really good, some of them are like really not so good. Yeah, but in the back and in the front are like all my regular Kikos, and I reach for these quite often when I do nail art or when I do like stamping swatches, because they're just like really reliable, and I have a great variety of colors, as you can see here. I'm not going to go through all of the colors. If any of you guys wants to sit down and look at all my Kiko polishes one day, just let me know. That goes for everything that you see here in the collection. I'm going to try and do like a run through of polishes if you're really into that. So next row up is my China glaze polishes, and for some reason some of them are, I think a cat must have done that. It's like usually when stuff is not in order, that was a cat. So China glaze is also 3 rows deep, and I did keep together like the My Little Pony collection, and then I just went by colors because there's no way that I'm gonna, you know, sit down and research what belongs to what collection. So I just went in color order. Then we have my, well, this is all indie, starting from here now, pretty much. Well, yeah, there's a few mainstream stuff, but then from here on it's just indie. So we have my Omar Fee lacquer, which is a great UK brand, a UK indie brand. I really love her stuff. She does amazing stuff. Then we have the few Dreamland lacquers that I've tried out. I always wanted to go back and buy more of her stuff, but I just haven't gotten around to that, so I only have 5 of that. Then this is like the area where there's stragglers, where I don't have a lot of. I have 2 native war paints. I have a few Femme Fatale back there, Deluxe polish, I Love nail polish, a Caddy lacquer back there, a polish, and this is a Illyrian polish. And then we have my Catrice Icon nails, which are technically not indie, but they are like so good drugstore quality that I wanted them on the shelves. We're gonna get to where all the other drugstore polishes live in a second. And next to that I have my Edding Luck lacquers, which are not, they are like kind of an in-between thing between like a drugstore polish and a high-end mainstream polish, I would say. I really like them, a good cream formula, so I'm keeping them up here. And then I have this straggler that I just use for nail art, and that is like still up here for that reason. Next row up, we are getting into the Dutch indie brands. We have Miss Sparkle right here on the end, and then we have La Kester right here, both of which are Dutch indie brands. And then behind that we have the Don Diva, just for the reason that I was like, you know, these I don't have too many of, and I just put them in that corner of the shelf, no other particular reason. Next we have my all mixed up lacquers. They pretty much all belong to one collection, except for like 2 or just one that came most like an individual oopsie polish I bought when I got that collection. I reviewed that also on my channel. Next up we have Girly Bits. I have a collection, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just one collection, I think, and a few, or like 2, one color of the month and then 1 extra, I think. I'm not sure. Then we have a Different Dimension. I don't have like any full collections of these. I really love Different Dimension. Awesome formula, great to work with, a very fun brand, but I don't have many of them. I, of course, want more of them, and then, you know, there will be a 3rd row of that. Next we have Pretty Serious. Pretty Serious, a lot of them. You've seen me haul all of these. I've talked about all of these in haul videos, and you've also probably seen a few swatches. And then there's that Pastel Pet Names collections that we reviewed on the channel, and here's the Rainy Days collection, also been reviewed on my channel. Then we have all my Moonshine Manny stuff. Da, 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 da. Ta-da! So that's pretty much everything that Phoebe put out so far, except for like the TV couples thing. I wasn't into that collection, so I didn't get any of those. And you see that there's like a big empty space here. That is because I'm leaving room for the fall collection that is on the way to me. I'm really looking forward to her Halloween collection, and a few exclusives that I'm gonna get, pretty soon. So that's Moonshine Manny. Next row up we have a few Lonely Glam polishes that are sitting there by themselves, but they're going to have sisters and brothers pretty soon, because I also have a glam polish collection on the way. That's why there is like this big empty space with a rubber ducky. Yeah. And then we have my 90 lacquers. She's coming out with an awesome collection that I want, but I'm probably not gonna get, because no, I'm on a no buy. I'm trying to be. Then I have my Very Lonely Color Club Thank you again for that, Miriam. I really love that one. But it's really lonely up there, so maybe one day I will get more color clubs. Next to that we have a Parrot polish, a brand that I really enjoy. There's the Neon collection, Welcome to the Jungle collection, and then the What Dreams Are Made Of or something collection. No, not What Dreams Are Made Of. Mystical mystery. I'm gonna look it up and put it on screen. I can't think of the name of the collection that's like in front with all those chameleon flakies. That was awesome. Then we have my Super Cheek lacquers. Of course I want more Super Cheek lacquer eventually, and yeah, they're all great one coater hollows. You know the drill, they're really awesome. And then we have the few Zoyas that I have. I bought this like mini set a while back, and then Miriam also gifted me this satin from Zoya, and you see a big hole here on the wall. That's because there's also more Zoya stuff on the way to me. I can't wait to get them. Once I get them, I will haul them on this channel also. Okay, and next to the Zoya haul, haul. I have a haul hole. Yeah, no, wow, that sounded that sounds wrong. Okay, so next to the Zoya empty space is my nail hoot collection. I'm missing 3 of those like birthstones polishes, and I'm thinking about getting, going back to nail hoot and getting these because I really love their formula and they're really good and affordable also. And they need to be like really, I need to shake them up before I use them. It's like, they look so sad, but don't worry, babies. I will use you once again. So next to that we have the Primark polishes that I showed you recently, and then 2 other drugstore hollows that I just put up here because there's going to be a whole lot of hollow going on here from Pop Polish. You can see the purple and pink polishes that we've already looked at from the hollows from Pop Polish, and then those neons, those dreadful neons, and then we have the glitter bombs. And we have the 360-degree oil slick collection with that poor odd bottle that I had to bust out to rescue the one polish that was broken. So all of the room that is like empty here is reserved for the rest of the Pop Polish hollows that I still have to swatch. Okay, next row up we have one single Essie. The reason that it's so singled out is because I really love that like gel couture formula, and for the other Essie polishes I don't really care so much for. The rest of the Essies is going to be up there once I get that last final shelf done. Next to that we have my OPI collection, which is pretty humble. I do prefer China Glaze. So I don't have too many OPIs. Then we have a few Nicole by OPI polishes in their odd bottles. Weird. Next to that we have Mazura, favorite magnetic polish of all time. I love their formulas and I love their polishes. Really, really awesome. Okay, and next to that, the camera is like, my arm is gonna fall off at one point. Next to the Mazura, there's like a little empty space that I could fill up with possibly more Sinful colors, because next to that we have Sinful colors all the way to the back of the wall over there. And I might possibly be getting more Sinful colors pretty soon. Okay, and then up there on the top shelf, I just have like a random assortment of stuff. There's my Esmaltes de Kelly collection that I have, the few NYXes, some Ilamasca, some of those co-polishes. There's the butt polishes, the Essence hollows, and the Nicole Diary metallics. And like I said, I'm going to put all of my Essies and Sally Hansen's also up there once we finalize that last, shelving unit. Okay, I am finally able to sit down for the remainder of this, possibly, hopefully. Yeah, so I still got my 2 Helmers, one of which still is like my little photo station, photo booth, so to speak, but I still have 2 Helmers, and I did change the arrangement in it a bit when I rearranged the room, basically. So in the red, or like on top of the red Helmer, we have that really untidy box back there that holds a few odds and ends that I need from time to time to take pictures. Yeah. And then I have some wet wipes, and that's not very interesting. Anyway, so the first drawer in the red Helmer contains all my round plates that are like sorted nicely by brand. I've got them all labeled, so I know where to look for when I'm looking for a particular like brand or a particular plate from a brand, and then I have some no-name stuff over here that I got from AliExpress. I didn't bother to label those, but they're all like sorted into their, you know, they are all sorted into the individual groups of plates. So that's the top drawer, all my round plates. And then next drawer down we have most of my glitter collection. The rest is in that little drawer thing that I showed you right there. A lot of glittery stuff, yay! And below that we have a very exciting drawer full of chromes and flakies right there. And there's like so many chromes and flakies that it's not like really orderly in these boxes anymore. Also keep my magnets for like magnetic polishes and powders and stuff in here. Yeah, that's chrome powders and flakies. Okay, then below the powders and flakies, I just have like all my swatch sticks and a bit of acetone. Not an exciting drawer at all. Same goes for like the rest, because I only have like cotton balls and some, you know, stuff for taking pictures in the last drawers. Okay, moving on to the white Helmer that also has like my soft box on top. I really like that thing. It makes taking photos a lot easier. I also have this like mini tripod, aka a selfie stick that converts into a tripod, which is really handy for taking pictures with your phone in the softbox. Okay, the top drawer of the white Helmer still has all of my top and base coats. That's a considerable collection because I've done so many battles of the top coats now, and I also pick up random top coats from time to time to test them out. And I also keep like my acetone additives in here that I haven't used yet. Okay, and then this weird cable that is hanging around here is the cable for my LED lamp. I don't have it plugged in because it has an auto you know, start function, and every time you put something underneath there, it just goes, it switches on. And when you have two cats that are really curious, you don't want that to happen in the middle of the night because you think you're being abducted by aliens. So I just have that cable like that running, laying around. Next drawer down is just my stamping supplies. I have my liquid latex in there, and then all of my stampers that I use. I mean, the stampers that I use the most are on my desk and not like really in a drawer. I also keep some rubber gloves here because sometimes I just want to take off polish from one hand and don't ruin the other. That's what I use that for. There's my mochi stampers that I rarely use. And most of the stampers in here I don't really use that often. And that same goes for my scraper collection. Okay, then comes my newest addition to my like system, and that's this heavy drawer of stamping polish. I put them all into these boxes and sorted them by brand, and then made it so I could see all of the colors, which means that I'm keeping some of them standing on their heads. It's not the best solution yet, but that's what we're doing. So there's my Moyu London, you know, below those neon polishes right there, and back there's just some random stamping polishes I've picked up along the way. I have all my Bon Pretty store on the side, and then my Nicole Diary and my Yaquin An right here in the front, and the few Mundo de Uñas that I have that are all minis are also in this little box right here. Okay, below the stamping polishes I have a drawer of essence polishes. These are pretty much not all of them anymore because they came out with new colors just recently, but pretty much all of the Essence the Gel collection, and then those color boost that they came out with that also stamp. So that's my Essence drawer. Oops. And then we have a sad little drawer full of minis. It's not really sad, but it's kind of sad that I'm keeping them in here. But I don't want to waste the space on my, like on the wall to put these on. So there's like a ton of China Glaze minis, some of which I might have as full size by now. And then I have a ton of OPI minis. Like I said, I prefer China Glaze, so I tend to just buy minis from OPI wherever I can find them. And then there's also a random few from Orly in there. But nothing too exciting going on in this drawer. I keep doing that. And then last but not least, we have a drawer focus camera full of gel polishes, and then some like sculpting gel and gel, what's it called? Gel ink. They can do like cool nail art on your nails with that I haven't tried out yet. So that's my gel polish drawer right there. Alright, we're on to my new desk situation. I remodeled a few things and reordered a few things and got a few additions when we did the remodeling with the new shelves. So I now have my like cotton pads that I keep, you know, I buy them in those big rolls. I have that like on a holder on the wall, and I also have my tissue paper on a roll here on a wall, like in the shelving unit, so it's out of the way. I used to have it like on a big holder right on my desk, but that took up a lot of space, so I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, and then let's look at what's in the shelves also. Like I said, the stampers that I use the most are up here. There's a few random odds and ends that I haven't swatched yet that are like in there, like for instance the essence polish with the cute cat on it. There's this is the box that holds my macro lens, and back there's some rings for taking pictures with that I have never used because I always forget to put them on. Yeah, and then we have some hand creams, my soak off mittens, and a little trash can back there. Hi, trash can. And above that we have two polishes that were gifted to me. One is from my friend Ilse, and the other one back there, the Maybelline, is from Maleficent. Then we have a baby minion and a baby rubber ducky, and we have chubby corn. And next to that we have a skull that holds my cotton balls. So, you know, it's just like me. It has a cotton brain sometimes, and I mean I have it sometimes, it has it always. I just bought this. This is like a cocktail glass. It came like with a cocktail straw thingamabob going on, and I converted it into my holder for my cotton balls. Anyway, moving right along. On my desk, this is like the area where when I just do stuff on my own time that I don't film, I use this mat that I have, and there's another mat underneath for no particular reason. And behind that is my uber chic mat that I've converted into, you know, just the mat that I keep all my stuff on. I don't actually work on my uber chic mat. I actually don't work that much on a nail art mat for that matter. I just use it as, you know, a surface to work on. I usually put down like a tissue paper when I paint my nails or take off polish and stuff. Okay, then I have these new containers that I really, really like. They're glass and they're really big, and I filled that one. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. I filled that one with sand, and I'm sticking all of my utensils in there. That works really, really well and holds it up so you don't have like a jumbled mess of stuff in your like brush holder. I really like that. And then I have one that matches it, and currently that only holds my tiny lint rollers that I use to clean off like, you know, tiny parts from stamping that you don't want. Here's my acetone bottle. It's labeled now so I don't forget which bottle is which. We have my the construction that my husband built for me. He's gonna build another prettier version, I hope, sometime soon. You know, like a lint roller that is conveniently placed so I can not only play with it like I'm doing now, but, you know, clean off my stampers during stamping. Back there's some alcohol and some regular nail polish remover. Then there's that giant box of swatch sticks. I just tossed them in there, and they're in no particular order or nothing. Maybe I need to get rid of them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. There's my LED lamp, and then I have a few cups that I sometimes use as little mini trash cans, you know, to put in old cotton balls and stuff. And recently I also used them for water marbling. Yay! Okay, and then over here we have all the utensils that I use for like doing my nail care routine, for cuticles, cuticle care, cuticle nippers. I only use this file for like buffing off gel polish when I want to soak it off. Here's my glass file that I use on a regular basis. Over here we just have some orange sticks, more cuticle care, a little magnet, my cotton claw, and just a few other nail art utensils that I rarely use, but I still want to keep on my desk because I don't have like any other place for them to be. This container back here holds all my nail foils. It didn't fit in the Helmer, so it's currently sitting on my desk, but I'm thinking about, you know, finding another storage situation for that. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but they can't stay on the desk forever. Yeah, and then I have this random skull that it used to be like a plant holder, and I put it in the dishwasher. It was silver, now it's not. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there, but I just thought it looked cool on my desk, and I'm thinking about what I want to put in there. Maybe a little like fake plant to spruce this dark mess up. Then I have my 2 lamps right there. One here and one there. They're both LED lamps. This is my filming space. You know this picture pretty much. And behind it is like things that I've just swatched and I have to put away. Or things that are yet to be swatched. That is what is over here. And then some, you know, technical stuff that goes with my camera and tripod stuff. Tripod right there. So that's the desk situation right now. And we all remember the sad situation I had down here with my for like the stamping plates, and I've kind of not gotten rid of that, but at least I got them off the floor. And that's an old TV, by the way. I've been experimenting with using that like as a monitor for when I'm doing swatches, but I can't really do that because I film upside down. And that means that everything is upside down when I put it on that monitor, and that just drives me nuts, so I'm not using that. But I might use that once I figure out how to live stream. I will probably need that monitor, but we're not there yet. So I have now put all of my stamping plates in this little IKEA shelving unit. What's it called? Kallax, I think is what they call it now. So these folders or binders over here contain all of my stamping plates, and I'm running out of room. I still have new folders, but I don't have the plastic thingies that I used to store my plates in anymore, so I need to get new ones of those before I will be able to put away the ones that are still on my desk. Then above that we have the rest of my glitter collection right here, some extra lamps that I can't use for filming, but I sometimes use on my desk when I need more light. Here's the odds and ends of my stamping plate collection. There's a few AliExpress plates in here, and then just the wrappers of all of my Mojo London plates that I didn't want to throw away. I should throw them away because they're no use to me anyway. And above that there's like one more container with drugstore polishes, pretty random assortment of drugstore polishes. If there's still room left on the shelves, I might put them up there, but for the main part, I don't think I will. Okay, so that's my new storage and desk situation. It's not like really fancy. I've tried to spruce it up a bit, you know, with getting fancy containers and that shelving situation, and I put some decor up here, but honestly I don't have too much options because all I have is this like slanted wall right there that goes all the way about there. Help. And I can't really put like pictures on it or something. So that's all I can do. It's the best I can do. But it's really functional, and I've got everything within reach that I use like on a regular basis, and the rest is in the Helmers, and I can see all of my polishes. And that really was, you know, the most important part for me, to be able to see all of my polishes. Because I feel like when I have them in drawers, I don't use them that often, I don't reach for them that often, so I wanted to be able to see them, and that's basically why I put them up on the walls. So that was my little room tour. I'm not sure if I've already shot an outro, so I'm going to do another one. The more outros, the better. I'm still trying to think of a way of doing like a polish collection video, and also because some people did ask for that, like a stamping plate collection video. I am thinking about doing that and how I'm going to do that, because especially like for the Kiko polishes that are like down there, can you even see? No, you can't see. There's like one row below that where you can see from this angle. There's like a lot of them, and I don't really know how I would be able to even show all of them and showcase like my favorites. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Same goes for my China glaze collection, because it's so extensive. It's like hard to do. yeah, but that was my room tour. Let me know what your storage situation is, how you like to store your polishes, in which, you know, order, if you're keeping them by brands or color or collection or whatever, and how you store your stamping plates. I'm still looking for like the best way to do that. I need to get more of those like plastic inserts where I put my stamping plates in, because I've run out of those, and there's like, you know, a pile of stamping plates on my desk that I have swatched but have not yet put away because I don't have any of those plastic binder things anymore. I did hear that like folders that hold baseball cards are like the perfect size for those rectangular plates. Any of you guys living in the US, please let me know if that's true, because if it is, I'm gonna try to get me some of those. Yeah, so just let me know how you like to store things, what you thought of this. Maybe you have an idea of how I could film like a polish collection video that makes sense. I'm also gonna look up, you know, how other people have done it. I personally love like Bonita Juanita's de-stash videos, even though they are like hour-long sessions, but I love that because she goes like in depth about each and every polish, and shows you all of the polishes, and she pulls out individuals. I really like that format, but I'm not sure if you guys are like up to or want to watch like hour-long videos of me saying, here's another Kiko polish, look at this one, it's green, here's another one, it's also green, ha! But we could do that because I like watching those types of videos. It's somehow really relaxing. Yeah, and another thing, I've been trying to get my de-stash Instagram account set up. I have an account, I have all the pictures taken. All I need to do is like start posting the rules and the polish pictures and descriptions and stuff. So that's gonna come in a very near future. If any of you guys are interested in my de-stash stuff. I'm also thinking about throwing in some stamping plates. I'm not ready to part with stamping plates yet. Polishes was hard but easier, but I already did that. So that's it for today, you guys. Thank you very much for watching this lengthy video with me talking a lot, but you know, that's what you're gonna get on this channel. I talk a lot. Yeah, and I love you all very much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!